Hey, Matt Zillin here.
Michael Pepple.
Today we're going to be talking about Hot, Flat, and Crowded by Thomas Friedman again. And the chapter that we're focusing on is our carbon copies, or Too Many Americans. And this chapter is really about how, after post-Cold War, the U.S. was the supreme power in the world. And it gave us not only this sense of superiority to everyone else, but also a sense of laziness. And since then, people have been trying to, I guess, imitate Americans in what they do and what they have accomplished.
And that's the problem, especially when it comes to global warming and the different problems that are associated with this book, is that when a country like the United States is the most innovative and, I wouldn't say looked up to, but respected to a certain extent, because people look to the United States. I mean, if you ask a person in the middle of India or in the middle of China, they'll tell you they'd like to go to the United States and work there, because, it's just the opportunities that are presented there. But the United States has an influence over the world, especially with mass media and its pop culture and the way that it does things. Who doesn't want to live the American dream? And that's what he goes into in this chapter, is the concerns that living the American dream can result in. So, as a perfect example, he goes into, cities like Doha and Qatar, or places like Shanghai. They build these high-rises with, so much air conditioning and stuff like that, that it's, unbelievably, polluting to the rest of the world.
Yeah, and personally, I used to live in England, and when you go over there, there's just a sense of kind of jealousy and envy towards Americans and the kind of power that their media possesses. You'll see commercials up on BBC for claiming that George W. Bush was the most powerful man in the world because of the kind of media time he gets and because of the kind of respect that they give him.
And just along those lines, I mean, basically the argument is, if America is going to act the way that it is, why can't the other countries act the exact same way? So if a developing nation like China is going to be using fossil fuels, like America did for the last 100 years, China has complete right to do that too. So for the next 100 years, why doesn't China do that? And what Friedman's arguing is okay, go ahead, you countries can do that. But while America comes up with these new green and innovative technologies, we'll be pushing ahead in the new sector that's going to be, really making business demand and, moving America forward. And therefore, if the countries that follow us in that green sector, they'll be moving forward too.
So really, the world needs this sense of leadership coming from the United States, just as we've been during, World War I, World War II, post World War II with the communists. We really have to be the ones to step out and say something needs to be done now, and it needs to be bigger than just 10 easy ways, to save money on your water bill.
Yeah, exactly. It needs to be something that's a mass move in the United States, and the way that it's going to change the entire world is if the United States leads it. Because in general, people look to the United States for inspiration, and if they see that the United States is doing it, the other countries will follow in their path, because it would be the most innovative and new thing to do and the cool thing to do, I guess you could say.
Yeah, green is the new black, really.
All right, but that ends our third video for Hot, Flat, and Crowded by Thomas Friedman, and I hope you enjoyed our videos that we put up here.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.